we met with 3 buyers from Lulu. So we visited the Diane store. What class here we come?
It's actually it's a real update. Like we don't often talk about like what's the nitty gritty of like the brand.
Yeah. On the way to the airport. That is right. Late as per usual, but not too late, hey? I like to get to airports super early. It's a fun fact.
What's your fun fact?
It's my fun fact.
I was like, wow.
What's your fun fact, Alex?
I've got a birthmark.
Oh, on your bum. Looks like.
Fun fact.
Oh, it's a Defender. Love those cars. We actually have a Defender booked for our shoot in LA. There you go. Nice transition.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. However, Alex is threatening that we won't have time to get there to use it because I have this vision of lining it up next to some palm trees that start green. Very Hendrix. Mummy's trying to talk.
Mummy's turn.
Mummy's turn. I'm joking, by the way. You're allowed to talk. Hello, little boy. Can you see yourself? Yeah, that's you. Big smile. It's just full on. So very quickly, we were taking Hendrix. We were terrified about going on a 15-hour flight with a baby. It's a very long time. I know lots of people do it, but I was particularly stressed because he's a very busy, active little boy. However, due to the virus at the moment, it is recommended that if you don't have any unnecessary travel, you best not travel just to be safe. So we are leaving him with Alex's mum, so you're gonna have some lovely time with your nan. Yeah. And Alex and I are going to work in LA. I'm just about to check in with the girls who are going to the office today, so the business is in their hands, which is exciting. We're running a sale at the moment. I know, we're a bit like, they're awesome. But we haven't left them properly in a little while, have we?
No, it doesn't seem fun.
Yeah, so it's always a bit scary, but they're amazing, so they will manage, and we are only an email or a message away. So we lived in LA, as if you've followed our journey or story. If you're not, hello, lovely to meet you. But yeah, we
subscribe,
like, channel.
Like, get the notifiers. Come on, let's go.
Subscribe, like, comment. Yeah, so we actually have a photo shoot booked with 3 girls. It was meant to be 2, but bonus, Sophia Jamora, thank you. Anyway, we'll talk a bit more about that later and figure that all out, because that's tomorrow's problem, not today. We lived in LA, so it's always really nice to go back there and remember that time, visit some old restaurants, see some old friends. However, I have a feeling in my stomach, like a sinking feeling, because leaving Hendrix is going to be really hard because he's awesome. But it's going to be okay. I don't want to think about it. Alex is secretly happy for maybe some sleep, because at the moment we are waking every night to tend to this little bubba. So on that note, little man, we'll see you soon. Aussie's got you. I live this, ready? Don't grow too much while we're away, please. We'll see you soon. 1 week. That's not my good side.
That's not my good side. My good side.
You're correct. I have a left one. Yes.
The usual. I love a good sumo salad. Alex won't talk until he's eaten. He's carb loading.
Carb loading as well.
We left little Henny. We've had about 5 messages, photos of him. It's a little bit teary to leave him, but that's happened. Alex reckons this is me at the airport.
It's her typing an email.
Yeah. We're gonna keep.
Hashtag, oh, you're gonna keep doing the cat thing, are you?
Just before we get on the flight, we need to book our next photo shoot, which is in March in Byron Bay. So I'm gonna grab Alex and we're gonna just lock that in.
We're gonna do some typing.
And then we're going to go and get on the plane. So we'll see you.
You have arrived at your destination.
Backyard bowls. Where are we going?
Backyard bowls. Wow, they are intense sometimes.
Yours? Yeah, they're like, so I was like, Alex, we tried to do a story before because Alex doesn't feature much on the Instagram because he is a boy, and I think a boy on a bikini label, you know, can be a little bit strange. Most designers, well, probably 50-50 are female and male, so it is, but anyway, I think a lot of people think Alex is the girl. Alex and Dani are like,
Alex.
Alex is my husband. Okay, we'll just get food, but we'll sort out the customer email. So yeah, so
Just nothing. Just a few words. Just a bit of issues. Just issues.
Customer email. Real life. Right.
The Sydney team have come up with some customer issues. We're talking about this. Okay.
Check them out.
You like this t-shirt?
Sneak peek.
Sneak peek.
Something we've been working on.
Sneak peek. Nah, not quite. A side balls first. You've heard? For that.
I'll let you know if it's any good. I'm gonna put the camera on you now. You have to talk to everyone. Yeah.
So we're going to visit Diane's beachwear store. So we've been in Diane's for about 3 or 4 years. And we usually visit them all the time. We haven't for the last year because we had our boy Hendrix and he has consumed a lot of our time and we haven't traveled a lot. So we're just here to see, you know, what Diane's is stocking, who they're carrying, what the swimsuits look like. Just trying to get an idea of trend. To make sure we don't get hit by the UPS truck now. There we go. UPS truck. Right. I think like we used to be so a part of it because we lived here, and we just want to make sure that, you know, we're not missing anything or we're not seeing a trend before it comes through. And we just, I don't know, we're just super interested. Like, this is what we do every day. We live and breathe the swimwear industry, and we just want to see what's going on.
Love it.
And just trying not to die while I'm walking on the road.
Yeah. Woo! I'm not usually in charge of the camera, so I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, so when we see the Jenny bouncing on the camera.
That was me.
That was...
Driver Diane, I think. Oh, totally. Sorry, guys. We just had an epic acai bowl. I feel like we're walking away from the beach. Right, we're back because we're going the wrong way. So we just walked. Alex actually has stuff all through his teeth. So I'm so sorry if you have that big little mustache.
Oh, good.
So we visited the Diane store in Santa Monica. As Alex mentioned, we kind of wanted to go into, I'm not sure if we're going to include this actually.
No, but let's shoot it and let's talk about it.
Diane picked us up a couple of years ago. They're a huge bikini chain store here in LA, and a lot of girls...
Yeah, they've been around for like 50 years in California.
Yeah.
So it's a really old school chain of shops.
Yeah, and girls discover a lot of brands there. A lot of other retailers discover you if you're in there. So when our bikinis made it to be stocked in Diane's, it really lifted our brand and helped us gain exposure. So we had a great relationship with them until last year. We didn't see them at Miami Swim. They didn't come to Miami. A little bit worried.
It's really unusual. It'd be kind of like if you, I don't know, if you're a 100-meter sprinter and you didn't go to the Olympics to win a gold medal.
That's
like,
a good analogy.
It's like a really big deal. It's like what you go there for.
To
it's like
find,
your entire system.
We brought our whole new collection there, and so does every other brand, and it's where they would go to see what is forecasted for this year, and they would make all of their orders and plan their year out. But they didn't turn up, so we missed seeing them, and then we've been emailing them a few times to plan our visit now, and they're a bit slow to reply. So Alex and I, to be honest, are worried that they're not doing so well, or something's changed.
Something's changed. They've also closed their website down.
Yeah, which is really unusual because e-commerce is becoming such a big part of everything.
Like chopping off a limb. Like, you know, if you think about like how people shop, they either, you know, even if you want to just go on to a website and check when, like, where stores are, when they're open.
Yeah.
Like just a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah, actually, so, how do you find a Diane store now?
Correct.
We just wanted to check in, and I guess our overall feeling was it was very quiet, but it is
very quiet.
Yeah. It is off the track a little bit. The stock was a little bit low. Seemed to have kind of one size or every second size in something. I guess when and people probably don't understand this, but we sell stock to other companies, and they don't pay for that stock until potentially 2 to 3 months later. And sometimes, unfortunately, in cases is you can give stock and then they make no payment or they fail to make payment, and that means we're then left out with no payment for the stock, and that can be a lot of money, especially if we've got a business to operate with lots of people and girls depending on us. So it's a bit of a detective game, I guess.
Yeah, it's a bit of a game where you don't want to you don't want to offend anyone.
Yes,
we're not doing it to be arseholes. And that's not always easy when you don't have all the information.
Yeah.
So part of why we come here and do stuff is to get information. It's like it's a real update. Like, we don't often talk about like what's the nitty-gritty of like the brand and what we do.
We love Diane's and we love their support, and we just want to make sure that they're going okay so that we're all going okay.
Yeah. And we just want to have it, exactly. If it were up to us,
we'd give them stock.
For the rest of time.
Anyway, so keeping it real, and we'll see you soon.
See ya. Bye. Wow, okay. So each one of these little glass doors here represents like a little studio, big studio. These aren't brands.
From here.
So who does come and shop from here?
Buyers do. So I think it's, what's the movie? Devil Wears Prada. It's like that famous, you see something on a catwalk, and then, you know, next minute you kind of see it in H&M or something. And this is kind of how it happens. So the people that make the clothes here copy what's happening from bigger brands. It's not counterfeit, it's their own take on it, and it's more fast fashion. So every week this changes, and a store like, say, Bikini Boutique, Princess Polly,
Forever 21, Fashion Over.
yeah, come here, source new product.
Pete, throw it here, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, they source product, they photo shoot it, and then within a week they roll out new designs, they come back here a week later. It's just a cycle.
Yeah, and if you look down the street, each one of these, this is just one street, but all of these are stores.
One for denim, one for t-shirts, one for dresses, and every week this is
Yeah,
new product.
so if you have a store, you could basically service your entire thing here without ever designing anything if you really wanted to.
So we've been looking in the swim stores to see if we can find Kulani, because they would be looking at our stuff, and then they make copies and they sell it to brands. That's how it kind of ends up. You might find things that look the same but different.
And this guy's coming to reverse into us, so that was that noise.
It's a interesting thing, and I don't know if a lot of people really understand.
But it's also why you sometimes see the same stuff popping up
on four of your favorite
stores,
like Bikini Boutique, Princess Polly, Choco, might all have the same.
Hello Molly and Sabo skirt. They might have the exact same.
Boutique, they all have the same dress, same cut, but you're like, why is it shot a bit differently on a different girl?
Yeah.
Maybe $2 price difference, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. We lived here a few years ago, and it's smaller.
Still small. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we just want to tune in, tune out, goodbye. Sorry for boring you with some of the fashion industry.
Maybe you find it interesting, maybe you don't. Maybe they just want to see Hendrix.
Maybe just I do. I like it.
Video of Hendrix.
Splashing in a bar.
Miss him.
Miss him very much. But we'll be home soon, bud.
Alright.
See you later.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
And this is the Nomad Hotel. So we're just spending some time here because we're waiting for another meeting. And it used to be an old bank. So you actually go through the vaults. This is the old where people used to keep their stuff. And it's now the toilet. They've turned the vaults into the bathrooms. We're just doing our emails. We've checked in with the girls back in the office, and we're about to go and meet with Lulu's. Take you along soon. Yeah, that's very funny.
Well, I got that on camera too. Thank you so much. Bye bye. How'd that go? Cool. Shh. Not until we're out of the building.
Yeah, I was just so sweaty after a meeting.
Oh, that was that room was like a sweaty sauna.
Yeah.
I felt like I was being worked out by the Lulu's crew.
We met with 3 buyers from Lulu, as we've been trying really hard to see where we would fit with Lulu's, and I think maybe this season it's our season.
Turns out that Kristen, who is the head, probably merchandise and development person,
at Diane's Beach, where I went to yesterday, and she really liked us. We loved the feel and fit the fabric and the colours, so I happened to reach out and say, where can we get LA? So we were to touch base at the same time that she came in and said, I really like this bathing suit. And so we were like, let's see Kulani again.
it's kind of interesting. There's this crunch happening at the moment, all in like China and across like the fashion industry, because everyone makes a lot of their product in China. And there's this issue with the coronavirus at the moment in that no one can get stock because everyone's trapped.
You're not allowed to congregate and make huge crowds so that the virus spreads. So it means places like Fabric Market aren't open, and they're going to be closed for another month, which is has huge ripple-on effects. And you know, brands can't get access to fabric, they can't make new products, so everyone's panicking and wants immediate stock ASAP.
Yeah, so we just heard like Fashion Over went and bought all the fabric in Los Angeles that they could buy. Which is crazy to think, exactly, right?
Kulani, we
like, really cool crazy, but crazy.
We are a lot slower and more sustainable, so at Kulani we cut to sew, which means we don't make ahead of time, so we never have excess stock left over because we don't want to have mass consumption and encourage just waste for the sake of it. So that's really important to us. So with Lulu's, we're going to work on making something a little bit more custom for them and a little bit slower.
When they said to us, like, do you have what they call ATS, which is available, like, to ship right now? We were like, no, like, and that's a really, like, hard part of being in a brand when you have to actually say no to stuff
Yeah,
like
because
that.
you just really want to please them and take a sale when you get a sale, and we just think you can't commit to things that you don't work well with your brand.
Identity
Yeah,
and
ethos.
also how like we feel as people, we don't want to encourage that. So
I think we're going to try and aim for something around May, June, which
Yeah.
is achievable, that puts no pressure on anybody, and we've come up with something super cute for the Lulu's girl, and we're very excited. She's
Yeah.
more of a fun, cute girl, a little bit more conservative than our average
cheeky bar.
cheeky bum. So we are going to kind of come up with something that works for her. So we'll keep it updated if Lulu's goes ahead, hopefully.
Hopefully, we've been saying this for 2 years now.
Alright,
2 years.
so we need dinner now. We're going to have a Mexican, our first Mexican probably out, and a margarita.
Margarita! Yoo-hoo.
Right.
Yeah. And that is gross. She just literally took cream from outside a store, put it on her hands, sniffed it, and was like, ah, coronavirus. Yummy.